Alisha here with Terradrift, and in case you didn't realize, in addition to being a lively and entertaining YouTube personality, I'm also a photographer, and that means I am rarely without my camera on any and all outdoor excursions. Day hikes, backpacking trips, kayaking, you name it. Yes, I do carry a very large camera with me when I'm backpacking. Yes, I understand that it pretty much negates all of the toothbrush cutting in half and agonizing downsizing I do to cut weight. What a photographer's gotta do, what a photographer's gotta do, am I right? But I don't like to keep my camera stuffed inside my backpack. I take way too many photos for that. It would take 3 hours to hike a mile if I had to constantly stop to remove my camera from my backpack or my day pack if I did that. But I don't really care for camera straps. They just mean my camera is gonna be bouncing around, totally out of control, and almost guaranteed I'm gonna slam it against a tree or a rock or, I don't know, my kneecap. So I don't do straps when hiking. What I do love is a camera clip. And when I say love, I mean my first camera clip was life-changing. I could be hands-free in between shooting. My camera didn't bounce around at my side or swing all over the place. I didn't have to dig it out of a camera bag or backpack every time I wanted to take a photo. I could just clip it onto a belt or backpack strap and voila, easy and instant access. After my first clip, I upgraded to the Peak Design Capture Clip, which I've been using for years now, and I love it. But when I saw that PolarPro had designed their own camera clip, I was super intrigued. So I tested it out, and here we are. First, the features. The PolarPro Traverse is a strap mount composed of a base plate that can be attached to belts, backpack straps, etc., and a quick release plate that attaches to the base of your camera via the tripod mount threading. Together, they create a handy quick draw feature that allows you to easily clip your camera wherever you want it and simply remove it with a twist in order to shoot. You can attach the Traverse to a pack strap, turn the camera counterclockwise, and it just pops right off. Too easy. Of course, you can also keep your camera from being so easy to remove. There is a secondary lock function so your camera doesn't accidentally come unclipped while you're, I don't know, bouncing down the trail, which is great because that would suck. When you want to put the camera back, it just clips right back in. No finagling or repositioning required. The adjustable thumb screws on each side are long enough to accommodate a strap between 1 to 15 millimeters thick. It also comes with a set of shorter screws if you don't need the longer ones. And yes, it's tough enough to support heavy pro setups, up to 100 pounds. That's like as much as I weigh. The whole thing is made of aluminum, is tolerably lightweight, and is small enough to toss in a pocket or the side of a camera bag or backpack. As for what I thought of it, I liked it, though it was missing some features I would have preferred to see. Right off the bat, I was excited about the twist to remove quick draw feature. It made it very easy to swivel my camera in and out of the clip when it was fastened to a backpack strap. Easier even than my Peak Design Capture Clip, which works by sliding the camera in and out and can be a little sticky and snug from time to time. Plus, you have to depress a button on the side of that clip at the same time as you slide it, so it's almost always a two-handed operation. It's the one thing I find a bit irritating about the capture clip. It can be tricky to get the camera clipped in and out. So it's super cool that PolarPro came up with a different solution. And only one hand required. Putting the camera back into the clip was almost as seamless. Just snap one side in place and clip the other side down. Taking it on and off were equally easy to do, even without stopping while on the trail. But it has more functionality than that. The Traverse is also a super handy tool if you like to shoot with a tripod from time to time. I don't, usually, unless I'm shooting after dusk, but it's very convenient to just pop your camera off your pack strap and put it right onto an Arca-compatible tripod head without having to unscrew or reattach any special plates. Very handy. What I loved less was that unlike the Peak Design Clip, which you can loosen and then just one side swings away, you have to unscrew at least one thumb screw all the way in order to attach the Traverse to a backpack strap. A belt you could just slide through a loosened opening, but a pack or bag strap you'd have to completely remove one screw, which is annoying at best and means there's a pretty good chance you're gonna lose a screw or two at worst. I also missed the option to customize my carry. For example, you can't attach the plate and use a strap with the Traverse. Your only option in that department is to remove the camera from the Traverse with the quick draw plate and clip it into the Belay quick release camera strap. Also from PolarPro, obviously. Or you can constantly keep a strap mounted on the strap loops on your camera, but that just kind of seems annoying. But you can't attach, say, a clutch while using the Traverse. And I need my clutch. It makes me feel so much safer when unclipping and hand holding my camera when I'm, I don't know, hiking on the edge of a cliff or some such. So what I'd like to see is holes built into the quick draw plate, like on the Peak Design plates, or even on the Traverse itself, like there are on the Belay, that allows me to quickly and easily attach additional accessories. Honestly, it's a feature that PolarPro really missed out on here. What does come in handy though is the lock feature. When testing the clip, my camera never just popped out of the Traverse when it was unlocked. I mean, not even close. But I could feel it shifting a bit, like maybe 1/8 of an inch max. So given the right set of circumstances, say you're bounding down a really big drop or accidentally knock the camera while catching your balance or, I don't know, throwing a frisbee, it felt like it could potentially eject the camera without my permission. But the locking mechanism will prevent that, so you have one less thing to worry about while you're on the go. And you can still unlock and unclip with one hand, so that's a win. Overall, I really like the convenience and functionality of the Traverse. The quick draw function makes it super easy to unclip my camera and reattach it to a pack strap on the move, and it feels nice and secure. I would like to see some more accessory integration options in the future though, like the ability to easily keep a clutch or leash attached to the camera at all times. Otherwise, it's a pretty cool piece of tech. If you want to check it out for yourself, I'll put the link in the description below. If you have any other questions about the Traverse, drop them in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, click the thumbs up, share it with your outdoorsy photographer friends, and hit subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss any of our future sustainable gear reviews and outdoorsy updates. Then go follow us on Insta, Facebook, and Twitter. We're at Terradrift. And check out even more outdoorsy content on Terradrift.com. Now gear up, make sure there's a card in your camera, and wander on. Seriously, the card and the camera thing, that's a problem for me. I cannot tell you how many times I have walked out of the house with my camera and no SD card. It's a problem. I've had to develop a system where no one in the house is allowed to shut the door to the battery and SD card compartment if there's no card in it. That way, when you pick up the camera, you know immediately it's missing. Also, I guess you could just like double check before you leave the house. But I've tried that and I'm really bad at it. So don't forget the card in your camera. You need it. Well, I got some stuff to shoot, so I'm gonna go clip this in and get some work done. Peace.